Welcome students on today's lecture on design of compression members. In the previous lectures we have discussed about designing the angle struts, maybe a single angle or double angle struts. So today we will design a compression member, that is a column. So column is a compression member. So there are various forms of columns and various sections can be taken for building a column. So it may be a I section, it may be I section with cover plates, it may be a two channels using a two channels back to back, or two channels face to face, or double I section, or we can also use four angles placed like this. We can also use four angles to make a star type pattern. So we can use n number of members to build a column. If you are using more than one section, so it becomes a built up column. So today we shall discuss the design of columns. So these are the sections which can be taken into account, and the most important thing is the end condition, that is the support condition, which has to be taken with respect to the table number 11, wherein the effective length of the member is given, which is on page number 45. So you can see page number 45. So the end conditions are given here. So you can see here the ratios, like we have both ends fixed 0.65 of L, one end fixed, one end hinge, we have 0.8 L, one end here you can see both ends hinge 1 L, and here you can see one end fixed and other end roller 1.2 L, and one end fixed and one end free 2 L. The same thing I have written it here. As in case of the angle sections, there the effective length would be depending upon the type of connections, but for the column design the effective length varies with respect to the end condition. So to make it a short, I have just drawn few here, most important. So both ends fixed 0.65 L, one end fixed, one end hinged 0.8 L, both ends hinged 1 L, and one end fixed and other end free 2 L. And the formula for computing the design compressive strength remains the same, that is PD is equal to A into FCD. Now today we shall solve a numerical on the column. So let us see. So here they are given a question: design a column section using single rolled steel beam along with the cover plates to carry a factored load of 2000 kN. The column ends, both ends are fixed. So take L is equal to 6 meters. So again we have to calculate the area required. So assuming FCD to be 220 Newton per m square, area required would be load divided by FCD. So here it is already a factored load, so I will use this. So this divided by this, so I am getting 90.90 centimeter square. So we have to select a section from the steel table for a section having an area 90.98. So as it is a column, so I will take it as an I section. So I section, I have chosen a section I section with the cover plates. Now remember, in the steel table we have two components with I section with plates, so we have to take it for columns. I will just show it to you. So here you can see I section with plates, but it is to be used as a girder, and here you can see I section with cover plates as to be used as a column. So we are going to select a section. So I have already selected a section, column section with I section with cover plate whose area is 104.08 centimeter square. Rx and Ry is so much and R minimum is so much. Now here the end conditions are given, the both ends are fixed. Both ends are fixed. So effective length is equal to 0.65 L. So it is working out to be so much. So next step is to calculate the slenderness ratio. So effective length divided by R minimum will get so much. Now if you happen to see from the table number 10, this is a built up section. So built up member comes under the buckling class C. So the section is a buckling class C as built up section, and lambda value is 66.10. So we have to go to a table 9C, and for Fy is equal to 250 and lambda is equal to 66.1. So 60 and 70. So the value is in between 183 and 168. So after interpolating we got the value as 158.24. So substituting the value PD is equal to A into FCD. So area which we have substituted or provided section into the FCD value. So it is 1647, which is less than 2000 kilonewton. As it is less than 2000 kilonewton, it is unsafe. Hence revision of section is required. So let us try with this section with cover plates of so much. So again recalculating, again these are the properties: area, Rx, Ry, R minimum. So lambda again LA upon R minimum. So 61, FCD is so much. So PD is equal to A into FCD, so much into 0. So this is greater than 2000 kilonewton, hence the section is safe. Now this is how the question has to be solved. Let us see one more design of a column by using a channel. So let us see, design a compression member using double channel section back to back to carry a factored load of 1600 kilonewton. The length of the column is 5 meters with one end fixed and one end hinged. So again assuming FCD 180 Newton per inch square, so area required is so much. So this is already a factored load divided by this, so I got so much. Now let us see in the steel table for the channel sections placed back to back. So we have here double channels placed used as back to back. This is back to back. So from the steel table I have noted down a section, that is try 2 ISLC 350 whose area is 98.94 centimeter square and the required area is 88.2. So this section lies here. So double, remember we have to choose a section double channel back to back. So this is ISLC 350, this is the area and these are its properties with spacing between the webs. So this is the spacing S between the webs. So I have noted down the area here. So the area is working out to be 98.94 centimeter square. Now the properties I have noted down from the steel table. So this is area, moment of inertia y, Cyy. Let us calculate this spacing S. So to calculate this spacing S, we have to equate the moment of inertia about both the axes. So the spacing between the two channels should be such that Ixx equal to Iy. So Ixx is what? Ixx plus area into h bar square. So there are two channels, this is the area, this is the Ixx value, okay, plus the area into, so h square not required because it is xx, so it is symmetric out both x and, so h is here 0. So this is the value. Next Iyy about the y axis. So you can see 2 times of again the area Ixx value plus area into now h bar square. So you can see this has to reach here. So if I take an individual channel section, its CG is lying somewhere here. I will just show it to you in the steel table. So this is a single channel section and its CG is lying here. So this is the distance. So if I happen to see for this, so this is the value of Cyy, that is the distance from here. So the CG is lying here. So Cyy to reach here s by 2. So Cyy plus s by 2 the whole square. After equating we get s, which is 220.35 mm. Now however we got the spacing, now we can go to the double channel section where we have taken, and as we have got 220, so for 22 or 220 mm spacing, here you can see 220 mm spacing, you can note down the properties, all the properties Ixx, Iyy, Rxx, Ryy. So once we get that, we will note down. So I minimum, so this is the I minimum value, so I want R minimum. So what is radius of gyration? Root of moment of inertia divided by the area. So root of I by A. So I divided by area 2 times of this. So this is, so lambda is nothing but LE upon R minimum. However, this question says that it is one end fixed and one end hinged. So here it is clear, one end fixed and one end hinged. So the effective length for it is 0.8 of L. So 0.8 of this and divided by R minimum. So I am getting lambda is equal to 29.15. Now as the section is built up section from table number 10, it will be again buckling class C. Referring table number 9C, we get the FCD value, which is 211 Newton per mm square. Substituting it, we have seen that it is 2087.63 kilonewton, which is greater than the factor load 1600 kilonewton. So this is a safe section. So we can use the ISLC 350 at 38.8 kg per meter. So this is how to solve a column numerical for the compressive forces. So thank you. Be home, stay safe.